Hi, Park Industries Facebook group, coming at you here today with the tip of the week. Before we jump into that, we're going to talk a little bit about COVID and wearing masks. Sean and I are both wearing a mask today. It makes it hard to talk to you folks, so we're going to work hard, socially distance, so we can remove these masks and be a little bit more clear for you to listen. The reason we want to be sure we're staying healthy and safe is it allows us to continue to come to work every day, be normal human beings. It also allows us to get out in the field, work on your equipment, install machines. It allows our sales consultants to come consult with you guys there at your shop. Since me and Sean are apart, we're going to take our masks off and hopefully we sound a little bit more clear. Today's tip of the week is going to be about moving Park Industries equipment. Sean, what are the three main reasons someone might move a piece of equipment?
So three main reasons that we're dealing with you guys out in the field is might be that you started with two pieces of equipment, what have you, like a Pro Edge and a small bridge saw. Now you've added some larger CNCs and your flow just doesn't make sense. We can come out and relocate that equipment in your shop for optimal flow. The other reason might be you outgrew your facility, so now you need to move to a new location. We can help you with that. And then the third main reason we are seeing is you are buying used piece of equipment online from other customers and you want us to reinstall that for you.
Sean, you talked about shop optimization. I know that's something our sales consultants are pretty good at doing. If you do think you have a little bit of a bottleneck, sometimes there's a lot of productivity to be gained from optimizing how your shop's laid out. Please do reach out to your sales consultant. They'd be happy to work with you. Sean, for the first tip this week, what do you recommend someone doing?
My tip number one would be no matter what your situation is, if it's one of those three types of moves I just talked about, contact Park first. We have let us be your project manager. You know, we have the documentation for you. We can get you those prep guides for that piece of equipment so you know machine dimensions and weights, you know, the utility connections, and you can have all that stuff kind of planned ahead of time. And then there's also some kind of hardware and stuff that you might need that Joe can talk about.
Yeah, Sean, so you talk about shipping hardware. There's shipping stands, different lifting eyes, things like that. Maybe talk to them a little bit. Like if you were to move a Yukon and not have all them components, what might happen?
Yeah, so again, work with your Park consultant. We have two guys in the field service department, then we have installation coordinators for you. So the big thing about our equipment, when it came new from Park on the truck, it shipped on shipping stands and it had shipping components needed. You should have kept those, but for some chance you didn't, work with me and I can get them sent to you so that we can move that machine for you more efficiently and safely. The other thing I want to talk about is you're dealing with the water jet machines, there are some startup parts that we would want to send you, and Joe can talk about that through our ProGuard program. Sorry.
So yes, Sean was talking about ProGuard kits. We have maintenance kits, so that machine, you moved it, you're getting it up and running. These kits help you easily maintain the machine on your normal intervals. We also have some spare part kits. Them are like the real critical parts that you should have on the shelf, so if something goes wrong, you can get that machine back up and running. And third, we have the consumable kit, and that's the consumables, like the basic components you need to have around to have that machine function. Them parts that kind of wear out with use, like nozzles, orifices, things like that. These again are just a base level. They're a real high quality kit. We can help you build on that kit for your particular needs. And whether that's me, whether that's Sean, or whether that's his group. Going into that, what might be tip number 3, Sean, around training and things like that?
Yeah, so the other big question that comes into this are what are my unforeseen costs? And when you're moving that piece of equipment, whether it's just in your shop or a new facility or you're looking at a used piece of equipment, let Park Industries come out and do the deinstall for you, do a machine assessment. This way, when it comes to the reinstall, if there's components on the machine that need to be replaced, we can get them shipped ahead of time. A lot of these larger components like rails or slat holders on your Fusion or your Saberjet, they have to ship freight. So let us get ahead of that so you have you can plan for it. And then we can put that machine in for you and it's running the way it should be as if it was brand new. Other unforeseen costs, this is specifically to a used CNC buyer. The ELFCAM license does not doesn't stay with the machine. So there are transfer fees that you need to keep in mind when you're budgeting for this purchase. And then Joe's going to kind of talk about what our training looks like right now due to COVID.
Yes, so with COVID, our training center is closed, but that doesn't mean we're not out training our customers. We have on-site training when we reinstall or install a machine. Our installers can show you how to maintain the machine, how to basically operate it. We also have some online functions for programming training, and them are all things either Sean can coordinate, myself. If you need to get that, we'll be happy to get that for you. Sean, anything you have in closing today?
I just want to talk about if you are doing that shop relocation and you want us to come out and do that assessment, or you're buying that used piece of equipment and you want us to come out and do that assessment and do that deinstall for you, you then hire us to do the reinstall, and you'll get a significant credit towards the reinstall. We're trying to help you better manage what's going to happen during the reinstall. So, and then this last year, Park came up with a program where there is a transfer fee if you're buying a used piece of equipment from someone else. If you pay for us to come out and do the reinstall, that fee is also waived.
So that kind of wraps up our tip of the week this week. We thank you for your time. Please, we welcome your comments. Tell us what you think. More importantly, tell us what you want to see next. If you want to see us replace a motor, do certain things, put that in the comments, because we would be more than happy to do whatever you want to see us do. That's what we hope is our next thing. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.